Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Q.E.D. Give yourselves a round of applause for being here. Oh, we can do better than that. Round of applause. Hell yeah, that's better. My name's Hannah. I'm at the bar if you need anything to eat or drink. Please silence your cell phones. And now, give it up for your fearless host of the Queen's Poet, McHugh.
Thank you all for being here. Tons of new faces in the crowd. So thank you for everybody who has come back and everybody who's new here. We're going to have a great time today. Please put your phones on silent so that we respect everybody who does come up here. And as always, show a whole bunch of love and support for everybody who comes up on this stage. I'm going to start us off with some poetry. And then to the stage, we have Steve Levin. And on deck, we have Jamie Shea. Give it up for Steve.
It started to rain, and I felt wetter. I looked on the lane, and I felt better. Because I came upon a hat shop, the odds of that must have been 1 in a lot. A hat's not part of my daily attire. I'd never even worn a hat prior. But the proprietor was prominent in the profession. When it came to hats, he was a legend. He knew more about hats than anyone ever. He knew more about hats than everyone put together. And though he knew more than anyone about them, never once was he ever heard bragging. He was internationally recognized for most authority, from sombreros to Stetsons, but perhaps most noteworthy. No Google, no Bing, no World Wide Web. He knew all about hats off the top of his head. Do you have a hat for me, Mr. Hatman? It's a rainy day, and I lack a hat for that, Mr. Hatman, and I shall not be without a hat on such a day. The first hat that I tried was too big. The next hat that I tried was the opposite. The next hat that I tried didn't match my outfit. What else was there for me to do but cry? The next hat that I tried was not in style. A hat that's not in style is not worthwhile. I had to put that hat back on the pile. What else was there for me to do but cry? The next hat that I tried made me look fat. My other clothes already do that. I had to put that hat back on the rack. What else was there for me to do but cry? The next hat that I tried wasn't in fashion. A hat that's not in fashion is a hat that I'm not wearing. I can't get no satisfaction. What else was there for me to do but cry? The next hat that I tried was the hat that my dream. Fuck. I'm so sorry. It fits like a glove. Not only that, but that hat that the hat man gave me would catch the attention of the ladies. At long last, my search was over. I could barely contain my composure. Rarer than a four-leaf clover, I was determined to be that hat's owner. That hat was unmatched in being the hat for me, exactly the way a hat ought to be. In fact, it was backed by a satisfaction guarantee. What else was there for me to do but buy? What a hat it was, dear listener. No other hat was similar, and I wanted to procure more than one, for that hat was sure to be stolen. I must have that hat, and price was no object. I took out all the cash, coin, and currency in my pocket, and just to ensure I had enough to pay, I cashed out my 401k. Then I looked outside, and it had stopped raining. I saw a puddle evaporating. The sky was blue, a flower grew, a butterfly flew. The sun shined through the universe A bird flew by. It said hi. I don't need a hat anymore, Mr. Hatman. It's a sunny day. But I tip my hat to you, Mr. Hatman. Figuratively, of course, since I didn't actually buy a hat today.